Oh, they indeed love their football here in upstate New York as you get a look inside Rocket Highmark Stadium in Orchard Park. And we are underway in Buffalo. And that's not going to be returned, as so many kicking teams elect to do. This is past the landing zone, and we'll start at the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Allen looking to throw it right at the outset. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's 2nd down.
Taken down back at the 23-yard line.
Throwing now is Allen. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. You talk about this Jets defense. They were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
They held them to well under 200 yards of total offense. That's a number you can really focus on, too, because the way offenses run in today's game, they're usually pretty smooth, and they give you a lot of misdirection, a lot of trickery. They were able to hold in there and stuff them.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the 1st down. 4th down, so Jake Camarda is out there. This is taken at the 23. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Play action. It's Fields. Caught by Wilson. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a 1st down. Now it's Fields. That's into the hands of Reynolds. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Bills, they were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
Yeah, they held them to well under 200 yards of total offense. And in today's NFL, that's a feat to be proud of, especially with the emphasis on offense and what we're seeing each and every week, that great creativity and usual productivity.
They'll run for the first time with Breece Hall. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice, dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
Down to the 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Breece Hall with his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Sean Alexander for the 2nd most in a single year. And the Jets have taken the early lead on the road here in Buffalo. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Yeah, let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
You talk about this Jets defense.
They were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
And while you can't actually see confidence rising in a unit, you can tell by this team, all right? Anytime you can tell your offense, hey, just get us a couple touchdowns. We got this thing locked down. That's when you know you're playing well and you're carrying your team along.
From the gun, it's Allen. That is caught. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. It doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. 12 more yards for him there. It's a first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
This one caught by Kittle. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. 46 yards on the play. He has now hit number 500. Charles, that is his 500th NFL career catch.
Definitely worthy of applause, but I remember when 500 meant you were going to the Hall of Fame. Nowadays, 500 puts you on the path, a significant number.
Again, they'll throw with Allen. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Josh Allen taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Bills are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Tyler Bass on for the extra point attempt. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. It's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right? You're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And he is going to have a Jets first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up third downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I guarantee you it started in the offseason. Third down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
7-7, our score after 1. The Jets with the football here to start the second quarter. as they've got it with a 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 61 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say, 200 plus?
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It's a gain of 35. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
And the Jets are going to have it 1st and goal as he'll take this down to about the 3.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well right at them and right up the middle.
From back at the 8 now after the false start, another try at 1st and goal. And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They'll run with Hall. And he stopped immediately there. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Fields. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down. Back to throw. Fields. This is caught. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jets have taken the lead. Zerline good with a PAT. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
To throw, it's Allen. Now he fires deep for Shakir. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off. And the Jets will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They'll start following the interception in great field position at the 45. Yeah, he'll find Hall. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And he's brought down at the 19 after a gain of 19. First down in the red zone.
And I feel a little bit like a traitor as a former defender because that big man did not want to go down and refused to go down. If you're a defender and you don't get the right angle on a big tight end like him, he can run right through you like you're not even there, and he did a lot of that on that play.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
Straight ahead is Hall. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. Two of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this ball recovered by the offense. But remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. So crisis averted, but now facing 3rd and goal. In motion, the tight end. Now Fields on 3rd and goal. And this is going to be caught. No, they say it's incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get down.
I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Zerline now for the PAT. It's good, and it is now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there. And it's 2nd down. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And got his man complete. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Keon Coleman, 70 yards. And the Bills are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
Fields now to throw. Flushed out right. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. Out of the gun, Fields. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Hall. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. They'll run with Hall. Give him 3 yards there on the first down pickup.
The tackle made at the 12-yard line. Again, 3 on the play. First down, Jets.
And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. Zerline's kick is up and through, and that will do it for this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Here's Bass now to send it away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in the second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be license to take some shots downfield.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd down and a yard. A play fake, now Fields to throw. And his throw is incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's not locked in, that means everyone's locked in because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, but a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They'll give to Hall. And the broken tackle helps lead to a first down gain. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. In motion goes the tight end. Now Fields. Over the middle, complete. That's Hall. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
A shotgun snap, Fields. Oh, the ball comes out on the hip, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. On 3rd down, here's Hall. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. And they'll send the tight end in motion. Off play action, Fields. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Here's Fields. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Yetur Gross-Matos in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. 9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. To throw is Fields. He'll get that one to Taylor, complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Here's Fields. He'll find his man. That's Taylor again. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. From the gun, here's Fields. Dancing to his left. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well, what we call those broken plays? You can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. Out of the gun, they run it with Hall. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. To the right side, complete to Taylor. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or 2. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Now it's Fields off the bootleg. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
They'll try to run it here with Hall. And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as they'll stop him well short of the yellow line. Call it a gain of 5, but still a decent ways from the end zone now on 4th and goal. Zerline's kick is up and through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. These 2 teams matching up for the 2nd time this year. Their first meeting back in October, week 6, and it was the Bills winning on the road, so they look for the sweep here in Buffalo. Allen. Flush to his right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well.
And good coverage there by the punt team. They're able to get down there and drop him with authority. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, the fact you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Fields. That's taken in, complete to Reynolds. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Play action. It's Fields.
That is caught. Josh Reynolds. And he's out of bounds, but not before a big pickup that time on what's going to wind up being the foul. Back now in Buffalo. It's Jet football as they've got the lead here, and we get set to begin quarter number 4.
To the air again, Fields.
And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down.
That's Dorian Williams who got there for the sack.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. Now it's Fields. They'll set up the screen for Hall.
Good contain, no gain on the screen, and it'll bring up fourth down.
You know, in boxing, they throw in the towel. In this case, you just kind of wave the white flag, and you think to yourself, if he could just get past that initial wave, he's got a chance to get free. But that screen, it was going nowhere from the start. It forces a fourth down.
And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. Go for their next drive.
Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner.
So they'll get nothing out of that play, and it's second down. Fourth quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You've got the first one for the second one to even matter.
To the air, Allen. Escaping the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third.
What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number. Not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense, they spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. Give him 22 there on the third down conversion. Throwing now is Allen. Completes to Shakir once again. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
Good yardage on the completion there, and when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
Allen to throw once more. They'll roll him out right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. Here's Allen to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side.
And that's going to be incomplete. Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
The offense on third down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Allen going to throw. Flushed out right. Has his man, it's Shakir. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be 4th down. Sean McDermott didn't hesitate. They'll go for it on 4th. One final try here for Allen. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
And a nice milestone reached on that last throw is here late in the season. He goes over 4,000 yards passing.
And he's really thrown the ball well all season long. Had some big games along the way. He's inspired his receiving corps to go out and make plays for him in each and every ball game.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
That's another Buffalo Bills.
To throw, it's Allen. Flush to his right. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
We need these points.
So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's 2nd and long. Allen now looks to throw. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Now Allen.
Swinging this out wide here for Cook.
And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
Gotta avoid the flags defensively. Here's 4th and long.
Now Allen, got to have this one. Escaping the pressure right. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Jets are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the 4th quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. Looking right side, and it's intercepted. And he is going to score. It's a pick-6 and a Bills touchdown. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
Important extra point on the throw. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6. And now the kick is away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball is going to come out to the 30-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And this one now not quite over yet. Still 2 timeouts remaining defensively. And, boy, having that 3rd timeout would have really helped here.
Another example of why coaches really stress saving your timeouts for when you absolutely have to have them. They go over this all the time. Here's one of those situations.
Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. That is intercepted. Still going inside the 20. And he is going to score. It's a pick-6 and a Bills touchdown. So that, Charles, obviously just a game changer here this 4th quarter, and they're an extra point away from stealing the lead.
And stealing is the absolute right word for it, because that'll wake up your sideline, won't it, partner?
Well, there's still time remaining, but, boy, I mean, you think about it. You go from an offense with a lead in the ball trying to salt things away to a completely different scenario now after the return for a score. Very important extra point there, up and good, and that is going to put them on top by a point, and it sets us up for quite a finish. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. Here's 1st and 10. All eyes on Fields. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now, I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Again, it's Cook. And again, the run defense defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more.
Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee, and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
And contact defensively. And that might make things 5 yards easier.
So that'll...